happy Friday. It's Jen with Polk County Public Libraries, and I'm here with another board game demo. So today I'm going to tell you how to play Kingdomino, and then you can check it out from our board game collection and play at home. So this is recommended for ages 8 and older. It can be for 2 to 4 players, and it only takes about 15 minutes. So this is a good one for a fun, quick game. So the premise of the game, you are a lord seeking new lands to expand your kingdom. You must explore all the lands, wheat fields, lakes, and mountains in order to spot the best plots. But be careful, as some other lords are also coveting these lands. All right, so I've already set up a completed board here so I can show you how that works. And then I've set up three little players around to show you how to play a 3-player game. All right, so when you start, everyone will get a pawn in their color, and if you're only playing with 2 players, then you'll get 2 pawns in your color. So there are some different variations depending on how many players you have. And then you'll get the castle that matches your color and the starting tile. All right, and then depending on how many people you have, we have all these dominoes. So there are 48 dominoes. So you're going to use a certain number of dominoes depending on how many people you have playing as you're trying to make a 5x5 grid. So if you only have 2 people, you're just going to use 24 dominoes. You'll randomly remove the other 24. For a 3-player game, you would remove 12 dominoes, so you have 36 left. And for a 4-player game, you're going to play with all 48 dominoes. All right, so when you start the game, for each round, you are going to draw the number of dominoes as people playing. So right here, I have a 3-person game set up. So I'm going to draw 3 dominoes, and then you're going to put them in order from the small. They all have numbers on them. So the larger the number, usually kind of the better piece of property it is. So you're going to put it face down. So I have a 14. I'll put it like this so you guys can see it. Maybe a 14, an 18, and a 39. So you'll put those face down. For the first turn, to decide who goes randomly, you're going to kind of mix it up and then just draw out of your hand. So for this turn, pink, that's me, would go first. So you flip them over. So there are different kinds of land, but the most important thing in this game, you have to have the ones with crowns on them. You don't get any points unless it has a crown on it. So you're wanting to connect pieces of land and you're wanting them to have crowns. Hopefully this will make more sense in a minute. But also whoever picks the least valuable land, the one at the top, they get to go first the next round. So you have to kind of determine if you want to get a better domino this time or if you want to be able to go first next time. But I would choose the crown. And then next blue would go, and then next yellow would go. And then each person, so yellow goes first, they would connect that to their starting piece. Blue would connect this to their starting piece. And I've already made mine, but I would connect it. So every time you're connecting in your grid, it has to match either to your starting piece, which serves as like a wild, or it has to match at least one landscape. So I can put this double blue here because there's a blue touching blue. I can put this one here because there's a forest touching a forest. Even though it doesn't match here, it doesn't match here, just has to match one part of the domino. All right. You'll also have your next round kind of out and ready. After you match your domino, make sure you're putting them in order, 11, 31, 39. And then let's go ahead and put those. Let me put back what we had, or pretend. Oop. All right, so we'll just pretend that's what it was. All right, so when the blue puts his, he gets to pick the next one he wants. Then the pink, they get to pick the next one they want, and they get to pick the next one they want. So as soon as you start laying them down, you want that next row of dominoes so that you can always keep track of whose turn it is and who's first in line. All right, let's see. All right, remember, you can't go outside a 5x5 grid. So your starting tile can be wherever you want. It can be in the middle, it can be in a corner, but you just, once you start building, it has to be 5x5. So if you don't plan carefully, you might end up having to discard a domino or two if it doesn't fit into your landscape. All right, let's see. Have I missed any important rules? All right, so the game ends when you run out of the dominoes and everyone has their 5x5 grid. And then you are going to score your points. So I went ahead and assembled my completed grid so I could show you how the points work. So you are going to score your different properties. Each property will give you as many points as the number of squares multiplied by the number of crowns. All right, so right here I have some forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares of forest that are connected times 2 crowns on those forests. So that would be 10 points. All right, this little grassland over here, no crown, no points. This sand, these 2 sands, no crowns, no points. But these grasslands are connected. There is a crown, so there's 2 squares times 1 crown, so that would be worth 2 points. No points, no points. All right, then we have this section of 5 water connected, and one of them has a crown. So that would be 1 crown times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. That would be 5 points. So you'll just keep doing that. Count the number of squares that match times the number of crowns, add them all up, and that's who you determine is the winner. So it is kind of an easier, faster game to play. So I would recommend checking it out if you're looking to get into a new board game. Have fun.